Hey everyone, this is Nitro. In this video, I am going to be covering two different aspects, and the first is that the Langrisser email address of info@mail.langrisser.slumgames has sent out another update email to everyone. Now, this normally this information isn't all that important, except for the fact that at the very bottom, of course, are individual redeem codes, which gives 2 Trinity vouchers, 300,000 gold, and 5 rare Epic Crafters hammers. So you're definitely going to want to grab that. Alright, so as always, people who already have gotten this before will know you can take the code, double click it, and then copy the code. And then if you want to use it in game, well, the thing is, when you copy it into the redeem code section, you have to delete a space at the very front. Okay, so once you copy it, select the very front before the H and then delete. Because if I double click here, you can see that there's that little space here in front. And as long as you delete that space, you'll be good to use this code. So not much else to say. Copy it into the game, delete in the front, and then click redeem code. Android, that's for Android players, of course. If you're an iOS player, then of course you would click here to exchange the rewards on the website, and then go to the website and do the same thing. Put in the code, delete the space in the front. So after this, one last thing. If this email keeps going into your spam folder and you use Gmail like I do, the way to stop it from going to the spam, you can see mine goes straight into my inbox, and that is simply click the 3 dots here, or the more button, and then over here you can add the email address to your contact list. If the email address is added to your contact list, it will stop those emails from going to your spam folder, right? Mine has already added into my contact list, and that's why that option doesn't appear here. Instead, I just get the option to block it or report it for spam and that kind of stuff. But just so you guys know, add the email address to your contact list and it will no longer go to your spam folder. So if you want to sign up for the newsletter, you sign up in the info page and you click on the FAQ section and click on special events. I'm not going to click there because it'll show my email to everyone, but it should allow you to type in your email address here to sign up for that newsletter. Of course, not that the newsletter has been sent out. You won't get the next info email until the next major update, which is next month. Other than that, I should also mention that for those who don't know, on my YouTube page, in the community section, I actually have a collection of the codes that everyone can use, as opposed to the individual use codes like the ones that come with these emails. So I'm going to quickly just jump onto my YouTube page. I don't feel this is an advertisement of my page because you guys are already watching videos on my page. But if you click on the community section here, and scroll down, I have a whole bunch of codes for the international server that you can type in for gifts, right? So the latest one that I just put in today is there's a code for that. Just type in Easter to redeem it, okay? There are some other older codes. They should be usable if you've never used them before. So you can basically kind of try all the codes I have here. If they work, great. If they don't work, well, I guess they've expired, those codes. But it's always worth a try. There's a whole bunch if you scroll down and see, right? Of course, there's also comments from me for when I used to live stream. I have not live streamed very recently at all. Just been too busy. So yeah, so just go through the list, see if any of these codes work or if they've all been expired. Other changes with this major update 16 that were not covered in the patch notes, right? There's actually a list of them, quite useful ones. Okay, so first of all, it's gear upgrading. Okay, so for example, if I go into a hero who has gear that needs to be upgraded, like my Fury of tier, So if I click on Forge, let's say I need upgrade materials here. Like I'm going to upgrade this and I need to get the special headgear runes. So I decided to go to the guild store. Well, if I click on it now, it directly sends me right into a purchase page for the runes. So for example, I can buy this, right? Click back, and then if there's additional items I need, I can just click right again, go to the guild store to buy these items right away. So it basically saves you time now, as you don't have to, let's say, click here, right? Be at this front page, then determine exactly what item you need to purchase before you can buy it. Saves you several clicks, that's all. Or if you need to find the item, right? Because there's multiple different choices, it saves you that time too. So that applies to both purchasing these runes as well as purchasing like upgrade class materials and so on. Basically anything in the guild store. So actually it really does save a lot of time, especially for the class upgrade materials, right? So as an example, if I go to Akka, right, I'm not going to buy the materials, but let's say I quickly need to get some warlock items. So I click on that, it sends me right to buying the warlock items, and then I go back and then I select the other one, the priest item, right? Purchase the priest item, and then go back and then keep going through all of these. You can very easily and quickly buy the items now. Actually, you know what, let's just do an example directly, since I am going to upgrade Akka eventually. So warlock item, right? I don't have to memorize anything anymore. Just click, buy, right? So that gets me enough of the warlock items. Then go into the priest item, buy, go back. Next item, in this case Crest of Visions, and then finally Crest of Soul, purchase, and done. So no more memorization of items, you know, what item you need, it's just a quick purchase and done. And I do want to upgrade Akka further, but I actually need these resources for other purchases, so I will wait on additional Akka upgrades for now. Alright, so that is the guild store upgrade, which is very convenient. Second is some UI upgrades in the bonds page. Okay. First, if you need to do bond upgrades on a specific character, so let me just say I select Akka and go into the bond power page. Okay. Well, you can do various upgrades here, but now if you want to switch hero, there's this new button at the bottom left. And we just click it, and you can go straight to another hero very quickly to upgrade their bonds as well. So super convenient. You don't have to go back anymore, back again, you know, here, browse through to find the next hero. It just saves several clicks again. In addition to that, this feature is also available for the hero's Gate of Fate. So there is the switch button feature here still. You can just jump right to another hero. So everyone does 9 Gate of Fate runs every day, right? So you can just quickly, you know, go to one hero, do the 3. Switch hero, go to the next hero, do the 3. Switch hero, go to the final hero, do the 3 Gate of Fates, and then you're done. So just a tiny time-saving part, right? And then the third feature in the bonds page, which has been improved, is I'm gonna have to find a hero who does not have 25 on the heart bond. So let's just select Akka here. So I'm gonna gift Akka various items and try to max her out, right? So let me just, I'm gonna gift this, right? Bring her up to, let's say, 24, like so, right? In the past, you had to click through all of these contents individually, right? Every new content item unlocked, you have to click through. Well, there's now this skip button at the top right. So instead of having click through, you can just skip it all, and you don't have to click through all those new items individually. Another nice time-saving addition. Alright, so there's 2 more changes that I've noticed with this new update, and the first one is well, it was covered in the patch notes, but I had no idea what unflinching chances were, and now it has become clear. So I'm going to quickly jump into a Twisted Fate battle to demonstrate what it is. And unflinching chance is actually simpler than I expected it to be. It's actually your revival chance. Okay, so for example, Landius has Indomitable that can revive him once. He would have 1 unflinching chance. Actually, let me just go into a battle that shows 2 characters, because that would be easier to see. Okay. So General Geyer. And so I'm going to deploy Landius, who has 1 revival chance, and maybe Yulia, who has multiple revival chances. Right? So 2 different characters who have revival. And we see here, right? So the new icon for those 2 heroes has a 1 in a 3. So that means, right, unflinching trigger times once. So this means Landius can revive 1 more time. And then Yulia, of course, unflinching trigger times 3 times, so he can revive, obviously, 3 times. Let me just... And so that's what the unflinching chance is. So next, the other change, or the final change I should mention, is that in the bag, you can now choose to batch use the items that you have. So if I click on batch use, for example, I can use all of these gift packs all at once, right? I don't really want to batch use, to be perfectly honest, because these are the ones where I have a chance I can choose, right? When I use it, I can choose specifically which item I want. So that's why I'm not too much of a fan of this feature. But because generally speaking, I wouldn't batch use to get all of one type. At least that's what I think. But the feature is there, right? Maybe in particular for, I don't know, maybe the Anarchy items. Like when I go into the Firework Festival event and in the exchange rewards page, maybe I'm going to get all 3 of these Anarchy Treasure Collection items for the Anarchy Fitness equipment, and I want all 15 of one type. In my case, I really do. It's going to be either all of... it's going to be either all Dark Chains or all Brown Essential Oils for me, right? Probably Brown Essential Oil, because I want to reduce the number of times I farm Valen and Adon, which is 2 training grounds that I don't do. But I need Brown Essential Oils from, and it only unlocks from these 2 fights. So in my case, I would batch use and get 15 of the Brown Essential Oils at once. But other than that, yeah. I personally am not a big fan of the feature, but I'm sure other people will find it able to save them a whole bunch of time, right?